Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over a team that I've started using in Ultra Premier, or Ultra Remix rather. Yesterday I tried maybe 5 or 6 different teams. This is the team I ended up landing on. I kept trying to create teams that were Typhlosion and Scrafty together, and then I kind of just didn't get there. But I did see someone using this team. It was actually Inadequate, so he used it on stream, so I'm fine saying that is his name. With Scrafty in the front, Typhlosion in the back, and Defense Deoxys. So I'm using 100% Defense Deoxys here, so, and 100% Scrafty. So not rank 1s by any means, but you know, they work pretty much the same if you want to save on some XLs. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. But first, if you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button here on my YouTube channel. Helps me out a ton. Now, the reason that I wanted to use Typhlosion here was because I had this feeling that Typhlosion is going to be really good in this remix meta. It's really good into Charmers, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be having Charm in the back as like a safe swap. So yeah, leading here, Scrafting to Stunfisk. Stunfisk, the perfect lead for us. Definitely starting off this set well. All our Pokemon beat it. I'm using Typhlosion with Shadowclaw actually, so that's something to take note of. They come in with Galvantula. I decide I'm going to take this lunge, then I'm going to switch into the Typhlosion. It could be a discharge, but either way, I'm going to switch out, have the Foul Play ready, and have enough HP on the Scrafty to really force something onto the Galvantula here. Or not the Galvantula, onto the Stunfisk later on. They do get to this move first. I decide to let it... Oh, I thought I was going to let it go. You can take a discharge and you will make it to the second blast burn. The thing is, if they do decide to double shield, you will get taken out by the volt switches. So that's kind of not favorable, but you know, it is what it is. They end up just letting it go through. That's fine. We're going to have the blast burn here for the Stunfisk. I believe this does like something like 60% of its HP, which is fine for us. And they probably are never shielding this because they already know we have the Scrafty in the back. But I think when our Typhlosion goes down here, we're not going to make it to another blast burn. I'm just going to let it go to the rock side here. I think we're going to come in with DD and just go for like a big farm up. Just to have Scrafty there in the back and maybe get DD ready to go. I could also see coming in with Scrafty and just starting the pup. This is fine. This is actually perfect. These two Pokemon are just going to be like wet noodles to each other. But we already have the Scrafty with a move ready. So what I actually want to do here is probably take all the shields and do some sort of combo play in the end. But as you can see, really these two don't do that much damage to each other. The two shields really not going to be a factor here either. We have a bit of an energy advantage, so I know they're pretty much at the rock slides, one counter after we get to the rock slides. So if we ever go up to 2, we know they're almost at 2, etc. I'm not going to shield anything here on Deoxys, I don't think. We want to save the shield for the possible Earthquake on their Stunfisk. So that's everything I've decided pretty much up to this point, and I'm just going to follow through with that. Like I said, these two not really dealing too much damage to each other. I think they did end up shielding there. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, they did end up using one shield already, and as soon as they use that second shield, we're going to combo play into our own Scrafty. And then I know basically they're out of energy here, or well, after they throw this next rock slide. Go ahead, and we actually, like I said, we are ahead in energy, so technically I could throw before them. I hadn't up to this point, but you know, I want to start forcing those shields. And then boom, they use it. That's fine. Even better, they end up using a move as well on our Defense Deoxys. Now we're gonna want to come in Scrafty, hit the Foul Play, boom. It is a tank, but this is super effective, right? This ends up taking, I think it gets close to taking it. It does take it out. Okay. I don't know how much damage exactly it does, but yeah, obviously we're in a steel matchup now, and we have Power Up Punch, and we have a shield. So, GG to our opponent, our first opponent here. Let's get into this next game real quick. I have seen a few Galvantula leads, and I don't know exactly what to do into it, so I decided to stay in for one lunge and then switch into Typhlosion, hoping to deal with it later. Against Nidoqueen, I decided just to go straight into Typhlosion. If they throw a move on Earth Power, I'll shield. But this guy ends up throwing right here, so I know it's a Poison Fang. Gonna take the first one. Probably gonna end up shielding a second one. I'm just gonna throw Blast Burn into this, even though the Solar Beam is super effective. It's just gonna take too much energy to try to go up to like Solar Beam here. We get the shield anyways. I think we actually end up getting both shields, and I'm gonna shield once as well. They end up going to 6 here. I do remember that count. I did these games last night, but recording today, so just see how good my memory is. But I remember they go 1 over. Oh, because we also go over. Now, they could shield this and farm me down, probably. But they might want to switch out also. Yeah, they do end up switching into Torterra. So I imagine there must be triple weak to fire. Well, like their first mon's not weak to fire, but we could win that matchup. So I think I'm just going to come in Scrafty and go for the foul play. Oh, I remember what I do here. If they go for like a Sand Tomb, I'm going to switch out into DD. And then I'm not going to shield anything here in case they go for, I think it learns Body Slam or Frenzy Plant even, which I would just take. But the fact that he ends up going that, I'm going to switch out. I'm going to get as much farm as I can. I know that Rock Slide is resisted because of the ground typing here, but you know what? We might just do it just to do some damage. The last thing I want to do is have switched into this and then go for a Psycho Boost, right? Yeah. So they'll probably just Sand Tomb us, but no shield here as well. We have a move ready on Scrafty. Same as the last scenario against the other Defense Deoxys. I'm going to go for the full farm down here. Have a lot of energy. If they do come in with Nidoqueen, we have the Psycho Boost. They end up coming in with Armored Mewtwo. So we do know at some point we can throw a Foul Play. Man, the Psychic types in Ultra League are so freaking bulky. Armored Mewtwo, DD, Hypno, all defensive oriented Pokemon here. So I think that if you don't want to use, or you don't have Defense Deoxys and you have maybe Hypno is more readily available, even though it is XL, or Armored Mewtwo, which I believe is not an XL Mon. Now, this is about 45% HP on the Armored Mewtwo. That means this Foul Play is not going to KO, and we have to be a little worried possibly about a Dynamic Punch here. Probably. Okay. Oh, no shield here because we can go for the Psycho Boost onto the Nidoqueen, and this is probably in farm down range for us as well. Nidoqueen going for the move here. I kind of want to save the shield for Defense Deoxys. Hope this doesn't KO. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, man, we're a lot more bulky than we think. Like I said, these two are Hundos, the Scrafty and the DD. So 15, 15, 15. Not the best PvP IVs, but you know, it is what it is. Now, unfortunately, this did not KO. Probably just shield this move. It is the last one left. I think I do want to throw my Psycho Boost as soon as possible. I think that these Poison Jabs are going to be doing more than the Confusions, since the Confusions are resisted, while our defense is debuffed. So that's my that was my idea here, just throwing this instantly. I'm not going to really counter down the Armored Mewtwo. At least I didn't think so, but we actually ended up getting super low here. It's possible I could have actually countered down. But we go for this move while the Confusion was in the air. Actually, it probably would have been a simultaneous KO. So we get there on 1 HP and a Dream. Awesome. That was a really close game. Alright, Scrafty to Galvantula. Like I said, this is tough for me. I decide I'm just going to take the move and then I'll throw in Typhlosion. I could, I guess, throw a Foul Play. Okay, I do end up throwing a Foul Play, but they do get in the extra Volt Switch. Really, that's tough. But, you know what? We're just going to take it here still. There are actually 2 Volt Switches in. No shield here on Scrafty. No need for it. We can definitely just take the hits even if this is Discharge. Ends up being Lunge, so not as much damage. Probably have to shield this one, yeah. Tough. So probably going to switch to Typhlosion here. We are not quite at the Foul Play. He is out of energy though, so it's going to take 3 for him to get to this next move. Probably just going to let this go through. We've already shielded enough here, I guess. We end up taking the lunge that is resisted, so really good for us. Gonna try to throw here to where they don't get extra volt switches in. Nice. If they throw a lunge, we do survive. Probably. It's close. And it looks like they win CMP. This is tough. I definitely can't shield, but I probably can farm down with Scrafty, maybe, with a pup. Oh, we do end up surviving, and we get the blast burn off, so we are going to be able to get switch here. Well, kind of. We switched. But we are going to be able to see their next Pokemon, right? And then we can decide whether or not we want to bring in the Scrafty or the DD. They kind of are similar except for the fast moves. Except for the charge moves. So the charge moves are really going to dictate everything here. We do come in Scrafty. I wait to throw one counter because they're in the middle of a Hex animation. Since that's 3 turns, so I don't want them to switch out of this foul play here. So we end up doing as the max damage we can do there. They do come in with Machamp. Now Machamp really not going to be able to do a lot. Even these Rock Slides from a Shadow Machamp, not going to be doing too much. No need to shield. I'm going to decide to go up to about 2 Psycho Boosts. That way they can't get to 2 Rock Slides here. If they do throw here, it means it's a cross chop. So they do end up CMP tying because Defense Deoxys is not really going to win too many CMPs. So that's another reason that I'm using the 15-15-15. We're going to be able to win CMP against all the other Deoxys, which is okay. I mean, it's nice. But I really just wanted to save on Stardust. I literally have 30,000 Stardust after making this guy. So yeah. I decided to throw the Rock Slide here because I'm like, I don't want to reduce my damage for the next Psycho Boost. And I want to get another Psycho Boost off here. And the only way... Oh, we actually end up getting it off. They're not going to really be able to farm us down, I don't think. And they kind of have to throw a Shadow Ball. No. Okay, we do switch. I guess we just shield this move and we go for the foul play, and the foul play will KO. Anyways, I was saying I just didn't want to get myself reduced, but I would have kept a Psycho Boost if the switch timer was up, but we were kind of just trying to get to that switch timer, and we do end up winning this one. Even if they had another Shadow Ball here, they'd have to go completely out of energy, and we could have made it to the next Psycho Boost, I believe, before getting farmed down on DD. So, alright, this is the 4th game. Abomasnow. So everything we have beats this. So if they switch into something favorable for us, we'll just stay in. Ends up being a Jellicent. No need for me to switch out. Definitely don't want to go into the Typhlosion. Probably not going to be able to affect anything as the DD either. This is literally the perfect matchup for us. And like I said, everything beats DD in the back. So no need to put myself into terrible situations. Knowing that I can always switch into any third Pokemon whenever I need to. Knowing that I can win that matchup in the back no matter what. Definitely just going to be throwing foul plays into this. They're definitely getting to these bubble beams a bit faster. I'm trying to throw every 3rd counter since Hex is a 3-turn move. When they do 2 Hexes, that's 6 turns. Counter's a 2-turn move. 3 counters, that's 6 turns. So trying to get as much of the energy gain as possible here. I think in the end, I'll go up to 2 foul plays, knowing this next foul play will probably KO, no matter how many more bubble beams come through. So maybe go up to, yeah, I don't know, maybe go up to a foul play and a half or something like that. Yeah, we have a ton of health here, so even another bubble beam, maybe we just get all the way to 100 energy here, take another bubble beam. This might even be Shadow Ball, to be honest. I think I do remember them throwing Shadow Ball at some point. But XL Scrafty, or Scrafty and Ultra League, oh no, they don't. Scrafty and Ultra League just does so much damage. Gonna throw after I get to 2 foul plays. This should KO. And we still have a pretty decent amount of health against whatever they possibly have here in the back. I think Jellicent goes really well with Alolan Ninetales. That's what I was about to say. It is Charm Alolan Ninetales. Good thing we do have the Typhlosion here. Gonna be able to get the alignment here perfect. And a resisted move that is 4 times debuffed. And we get lag and end up getting KO'd. But yeah, we're in a good spot here. I'm just going to let this go straight through. Gonna go for the Rock Slides. Rock Slide's super effective against both these Mons, so we're pretty good here. As soon as we take out this Abomasnow, our goal is going to be trying to get as many shields as we can from the Alolan Ninetales. They are charmed, so they're not going to get as many moves. I did shield here once on DD. Actually, probably shield both times on DD. The moves are on Abomasnow with the DD, I should say. Go for the farm down here. This is the Energy Ball for sure. They went up to the 8. And all moves are resisted except for Psycho. No, not Psycho Boost. Psystrike against the Typhlosion, and then Psystrike is resisted here as well. And the Rock Slide is going to be super effective, which actually are going to do a pretty decent amount. Even though we are really defense-oriented, being Defense Deoxys, this is obviously going to be super effective still. It does get it down. I'm thinking, do I just go for the Psycho Boost right away? And I do, because Switch is up, and I think I can take this shield for sure. And they just throw a move too, so we know they're out of energy. So, ends up refunding me my points. I end up going for 2 Psycho Boosts because both have to be shielded. Even though the second one will be double reduced, or I think it's harshly attack debuffed, right? Still going to be enough to KO this because it is so low, and Psycho Boost is actually a really good move. Even for Defense Deoxys. Really strong move, I should say. Good is pretty relative because it does do the defensive, or the attack harshly debuffed, and yeah, that can be doing a lot. So Stunfisk here in the front, good for us for all our Pokemon-ish, but they do come in with the Galvantula, so tough again here. Galvantula, definitely something that's going to be tough for us to beat. Like I said, I do like for this one to go through. Then I'll switch to the Typhlosion. We're not quite at that foul play, but, you know, we did get its energy. Gonna let it come through here. 3. Okay. So this could be a discharge. It could be a lunge. Just gonna let it come through. Ends up being a cross poison. So they're deciding to go for the cross poison, which means they're gonna get to that move quicker here. I probably need to shield this. We saw cross poison do about this much damage, and I want to get 2 moves off to get 2 shields, if possible. We don't care too much about shielding again here, but I do want to get possibly 2 shields or switch. Switch doesn't matter that much. They do end up getting a Volt Switch in, which sucks, but I actually think they can go for the farm down, maybe? No. But they'll go for a cross poison and then a lunge onto my Scrafty, because I'm definitely... Oh, they did end up getting... Okay, so that discharge coming through, or that Volt Switch coming through, really sucked, but definitely going to be able to go for the non-shield here. The thing is, we're kind of all in on DD at this point now, which is tough. We're lagging out here, so then I decided to go for the pup. I'm not going to KO it, but probably going to get it within 1 counter range. Plus, we undo the lunge in case there is something I can do on Scrafty here in the back. But I imagine he's got something good against Scrafty here. Yeah, Alolan Ninetales. So the tough part here is that Rock Slide is double resisted, I think. And Psycho Boost is resisted, and I don't want to lose my counter damage. The counter damage is kind of the only thing I'm doing here. I really should have shielded the first one. The odds of them going Earthquake on the first one, pretty high. And then I end up getting baited here with a Rock Slide. Yeah, and DD has access to so many good moves. The only thing is all of the charge moves are resisted by Stunfisk, because the other charge move is Thunderbolt, which is double resisted as well, so definitely not great. Psycho Boost the way to go. I think I end up dying here to an actual Earthquake, but and I'll die doing an overcharge here, but it's okay. Like, obviously, I end up losing because of it, but it's also the only way I'm going to win, is to have enough energy to get through the Alolan Ninetales as well. And Scrafty's just so super low that it's just not going to matter against the Alolan Ninetales, because they can just get a... and this game's over, so I don't throw anything here, but they can obviously just get a Weather Ball off, and it's going to KO. I mean, they could have just farmed me down at this point. So that's the team I've been running. Well, I ran one set because I only had one set left this night. Or maybe I had two. I don't remember. But it was also 10:30, and I usually go to bed around 10. So so I got up to 31-28. Gonna use this team a bit more today. I think it's really good. I think Typhlosion is really good. I can show you all the failed teams if you want. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see all the teams I used with Typhlosion. I used so many, y'all. I used so many teams with Typhlosion. I was using the Incinerate version on the other teams. This one I decided to use the Shadow Claw because that's, like I said, I saw Inadequates use this team, and that's what he used. So, yeah, definitely there. Thank you to my Patreons, Patrick Wan, Delightful Daydream, Rodrigo Cal, Marlon Date, Josh Lambert, Norris JT791, and to all my subscribers here on YouTube. Without you, this isn't possible, so just thank you so much for your support, and I will see you all in the next one. Oh, Vergiverg from the future here. Definitely let me know in the comments below what teams y'all are using and what's been working and what you've maybe even seen someone else use that work against you. This is a whole new format for all of us, so it's definitely interesting seeing the teams that are out there, and a weird mix of Open Ultra and Ultra Premier. It's actually pretty cool, but we'll see how it all unfolds here in the beginning. But yeah, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.